Saying hello wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back
Konnichiwa.
to the Underdark for our Out of the Abyss campaign. A huge hello to Cousin Daisy. Thank you for coming on by. And Lance as well. Welcome. It's always a pleasure to read your stuff over on Michael's Discord. And very happy to have you here with us today. So, a big hello to my lovely players. How are you all doing? All good?
Good.
Excellent.
Alive.
Yeah. Nice,
I'm
nice,
good.
nice.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Stephen Sensei. Now, Elora, could you shift your camera? I'm gonna say to your left. Yes, perfect. So, okay, perfect. Okay.
Can
So,
I also move?
no, that's spot on now. Okay, so. Hey, hello everybody, and a big welcome to our game for today as we venture further into the mysterious and deadly Silken Paths. And we do have all of our sounds working, don't we? Yes, okay, excellent. Now, let me first say a few thank yous to all the wonderful people that we have involved with our stream. First and foremost, those amazing folks down at Sirenscape, and all of the incredible sound effects and music that they have available for your games. Head on over, give them a try. There are 10 sound sets that you can try for free. And when you want to become a Super Siren and get access to all of that, you can sign up for that and have access to everything for your games, be they virtual or in person. If you are getting vaccinated and that's all starting to roll out now, congratulations on to countries who've got their shit together, unlike us here in Japan. And how's Taiwan doing? Same.
Not great.
Yep.
Not great.
So we started so well, and in the tail end of things, we're letting the ball drop. Never mind. Anyway. Yes, if you are able, I've seen people online starting to play together again. Also, a wonderful thing, especially if you've got a nice cool setup with surround sound and stuff. That would be amazing. Can you even imagine? Oh, that would be so cool. Right. Hey, patient. Nice. Getting that second dose. Congratulations. Okay, so, everyone. Also, a massive thank you to the VOD Squad for joining us whenever they can to catch up with our stories. It's always a pleasure to have you here or over on YouTube. Link on the channel. And all of the information for our various friends and places to go and visit is in the information on those YouTube videos as well. Speaking of said friends, we love all of the fine folks at Dark Fantasy Studio for music such as this, I believe, as one of their pieces. And, of course, those wonderful YouTube channels, Travis Savoy and Epic Journey, for all of the incredible music they have available for your games. And, last but not least, the fantastic Will Savino over on Patreon, a prolific supplier of wonderful music for all of your games, which you shall no doubt hear during the course of our session. Now, as we have finished saying thank you there, I have one more new thank you to say, slightly preemptive, but very relevant for today, at least over here when we are already into Thursday, the 27th. A huge thank you to our first official sponsor, CZRPG, the fantastic module map content producer, DM's Guild bestseller multiple times over, got some platinum to his name as well, coming out of Brazil with lots and lots of incredible content, has been very generous in sponsoring our stream for the next 2 weeks as we lead up to our 1-year anniversary in the middle of next month. And every stream, starting with Strahd tonight, because Strahd was our first ever streamed game, there will be a copy of one of his modules, one of his well-applauded, well-reviewed, well-liked DM's Guild modules for free to one lucky viewer. So do make sure that you join us whenever you can, and there will be information about those giveaways, each related to the various modules that we play. There'll be stuff for Ravenloft, there'll be stuff for Avernus, there'll be stuff for Icewind Dale. They do not have any Underdark or Out of the Abyss content, but next week there will be one of his amazing modules on offer during this session as well. And tonight's is even more special to kick things off because they have a brand new supplement, Encounters in Ravenloft, releasing today. And a copy of that will be available in Curse of Strahd tonight. So, if you are a DM or player or just lover of Ravenloft in general, as is quite popular at the moment, a certain book coming out last time, then do not miss that opportunity to have a chance at winning that wonderful, wonderful content. And give them a check. I will be spamming links and stuff to them in tonight's game over in the chat there. So have a look at their webpage and their stuff on DM's Guild, as it is fantastic. Now, one last thing to shout out. This Saturday, we have the next installment of our incredible one-shot roulette. The randomly generated characters thrown into a randomly generated plot that even I do not know. We randomly generate it on the spot at the start of the session and immediately jump right in. Chris has experienced such a thing with his wife, Sylvie. It was a wonderful time, and it's always a hilarious, madcap, insane journey. So do join us as we are joined by some very special guests. We have the incredible Dead Aussie Gamer, Michael, joining us from Australia, and also we have Hope from Hope for TTRPGs. Also, we have Vicky, the social media manager at Sirenscape, the aforementioned Sirenscape, as well as the inimitable, the gentleman scholar that he is, Patch from Quest Junkies UK. And last but not least, our very own Emma, who you will recognize from Descent into Avernus and Curse of Strahd. And the five of them will be playing randomly generated characters. Randomly generated characters, but all of them are animals. Chris, it's like we're doing another Humblewood campaign. Four of the five are from Humblewood, and then the other one is a Leonin.
Randomly generated furries.
Yep. It was incredible. We got to the last one, which was Vicky's from Sirenscape. We were like, don't you dare be a human, don't you dare be a human. And
that'd be great, like doing a furry convention scenario. Something like that.
It's crazy. So, we have some interesting there. We have some interesting warlocks with some interesting patrons. We have a druid cleric that used to be a pirate. And yeah, it's shaping up to be your average one-shot roulette madness. So, do enjoy. Yes, Lance, Michael will be playing a raptor druid. No, a raptor warlock.
Yeah.
And his patron is a genie patron. And he is already threatening untold eldritch blasts from the skies. We shall see how that goes. Do join us if
it's a good persona for Michael.
Exactly. So that is this Saturday at 10 p.m. in Japan, so 9 a.m. Over on the East Coast, and lunchtime or thereabouts in Europe. So if you are able to, do join us for that. Okay, all but the same, my dear players, let us jump back into our game right here, right now, as we find our players edging slowly, cautiously out into the silken paths, a gaping, yawning chasm crisscrossed with hundreds and hundreds of thick spider webs. The only way to traverse the thousands of feet to the other side. They've been taught by their extreme sports buddies, their little goblin guides, who are trying to get them safely to the other side. Will they make it or not? Because last time they bid farewell to all of their Kuator friends, Plupin and all of the others, and also Shishar the Awakened, their friend who had been traveling with them since the Drow slave camp. And they bid them a fond farewell and set off with their new friend, a Duergar they rescued from being sacrificed on an altar. And they decided to make their way towards the Duergar city of Gracklstag to return him safely home and maybe have a chance of re-equipping and getting some new stuff and figuring out what's going on with these demons that seem to be popping up all over the place. Not least that fella over there, the Demogorgon, who rose up from the waters of the Dark Lake and destroyed the Kurtoa city's a very generous word, village of Slupludup. I'm forgetting the names already. My brain is just like, nope, I don't need those anymore. Get out.
Trash those.
But before we continue our cautious journey across the silken paths, let us meet our players here, left to right as I see it. First, Elora. Who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at right now?
So my name is Sam. I play Alora. She is a high elf rogue from Miss Dranner. She ran away from home, started an outlaw band, was captured with her outlaw band, and managed to escape with all of these lovely people here. And she is, I think her worldview is kind of shook now with the Demogorgon that she came into contact with, but she's still hoping to help all these people and find her outlaw band members.
Thank you so much. Ignatius.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm from a little stream called CarniSideShow. I am playing Ignatius Poppy Zarillis, who is from the elven kingdom of Luthelspar, which now resides in the Feywild. He was out protecting those secret paths into the Feywild one day when he was ambushed by these drow and taken down into the Underdark, where he met these adventurers and is now going with them to hopefully save his comrades somewhere.
Indeed. Next up across the screen there, we have Corbin.
Hey everybody, I'm a Buns, and I'm playing Corbin, our changeling monk who just took a level in Druid. They stumbled their way into the Underdark from their monastery, and while down there heard about an awesome all-femme outlaw band and decided that they would go against their family's wishes and make a name for themselves with them. Right now they are finally here and are trying to figure out why people keep saying that their key is magic or something.
Yes. And I do hope the druidic tendencies in the Underdark, surely to goodness this is heading towards Circle of Spores.
Don't reveal my thought process.
Has to be. What else? Is there like a rock-based druid? I'm not sure.
I think there is.
Right? Well, you met Forks. Forks is your rock, a subterranean wildfire druid. So.
Hooray for taking ultra-specific paths for this module.
Absolutely. Yes, very specific indeed. And last but not least, along with his bird companion, not a ranger, not a cat, not a ranger, Zakan. Who are you? Who are you playing? And where are they at?
Oh, hi. I'm Steven. This is Finnegan. And I am playing Zakan, the Aasimar Ranger, having recently dipped into Cleric. Yes, Finn, thank you for the help here.
He's hiding behind your logo. No, remove your logo so people can see him. No, don't walk across that. No. Go back then.
He's going to go to the other side.
Okay, sorted.
Perfect. Zakan is doing what they have done for the past 100 years, which is seek out those lost in the Underdark and guide them to the light while eradicating evil.
Mm-hmm. So far, so good.
Yeah, it's going great. They're not facing any kind of doubts about their lack of power or lack of contact with their celestial patron.
Hey, that's a Friday problem.
External crisis who?
Yes. For those of you joining us today, thank you very much. It's very, very, very nice to have you along for the ride and joining us live here. Welcome on in. We like to link our various campaigns here, and Zakan's angelic guide. Oh, Zakan, speaking of Zakan, you have been awarded inspiration. Thank you, Patience.
Ooh.
Oh, lovely.
Yay.
Hello, sir.
Sorry, take the edge off.
Saluting Commander-in-Chief. Hello, Ben. A big pleasure to have you here. Welcome in, sir. The CEO of Sirenscape himself. Welcome in. Nice
Salutes
to have
for
you.
Ben. I think we met at PAX Australia.
Oh, you did? Oh, nice. Yes, Zakan is down your neck of the woods, sir. Ben, did you hear that Vicky is joining us on Saturday? I hope you get the chance to see. It's going to be a great time. Yeah, thank you for your wonderful, wonderful sounds and products. As I get the chance to say it directly instead of vicariously all the time. Okay, welcome on. So, let us get back into this here. Yes, your two goblin guides. Let me find our little friends here again. Where are they at?
I get them good sounds going for Ben. Show how well he can use that tool.
Oh, don't worry. Ben will very soon be hearing the full spectrum of Sirenscape's abilities to terrify players with their giant spider effects.
I mean, what?
It is the Underdark, after all. Well, where did you think all the webs came from? Come on, it wasn't the goblins.
Well, these goblins said it was clear.
They could have crocheting tendencies. Who am I to judge what they do on a regular pass?
True.
Yeah.
True. Okay, now where are our friends? I've lost them. I've lost them. No. Where are you, little friends? Named NPCs. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Where is he? There's some. Oh, yuck, yuck. There we go. Sorry.
Yuck.
Yuck, yuck. Yuck, yuck.
If I can something bait.
There he is. Hello. I'm just going to make them big. They're, of course, little goblins, but I'm going to make them super big so people can get a good look. Hello, this is Yuck Yuck. And his good friend is Spider Baits. There he is.
Spider baits.
So yeah, if you are attacked by these alleged giant spiders, at least you have Spider Baits there. Okay, so there are your goblin guides. And as they edge out there, so Zakan, you've got your inspiration noted there, yeah?
Oh, yes.
Yes. So remember,
It's
inspiration.
going to be a real easy trip, though, so I don't anticipate having to use it.
Sure. Now,
How could you? How could you do that to me?
as we edge our way out, your guides are ushering you forward. If you remember last time, Yuck Yuck, in true Aussie New Zealander extreme sports guide fashion, made sure everyone had their buddy. And he was like, right, okay, everyone, I make sure, yes, everyone has their buddy. Okay, everyone's going to be staying safe and watching where they're treading. Remember, it is very dangerous. It is very far down. We are about 400 feet altitude at the moment. Do make sure that all of your harnesses and everything are secured as we go out into the Silicon Paths. And Spiderbaits, you got the back? He's like, yeah, bro, I've got the back. Okay, so I will going first. Everyone, tread where I tread, but not like I do. Woo! And he's got his greased up feet. You know, they have those containers of grease. And he jumps out onto the spider webs at the edge of the ledge here and just goes shoop and slides off down. And then does a little skip and a jump onto another web strand that's sloping back towards you and comes sliding back. And then does a little flip back onto the original strand and then catches on with his hand and stops himself. Okay, let's go.
So would we be doing like combined dexterity rolls?
If you are careful and nothing untoward happens, you'll be fine.
Okay. Where are we in just because you keep saying it don't mean I'm gonna believe you, but okay.
Yeah, would that ultra specific ranger feature that Zakan has, what is it? Difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel. Does that come into play here?
I think...
Are the goblins already providing that?
No, the goblins, remember, the goblins taught you how to move so that you're not surprised whilst you're traveling across the webs.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this is a very specific, like, special kind of difficult terrain. And I think it's not so much the fact that it's treacherous and the balance, keeping your balance and things, as also trying not to attract the attention of the locals.
Yeah, through vibrations.
Are we stealthing then, or are we just walking very carefully?
Thank you, lads. I should warn that in there. Yuck Yuck does also turn around. And, well, of course, the main danger here is the nasty spiders that spoil all these webs. There are other things to watch out for as well. Your usual Underdark fare, but this particular cavern is rumored to be the home of the fabled drop bears.
What now?
Let's go.
Yes, I have heard of these. Quite deadly.
Can
Lads.
we switch caverns, or do we have to take this one?
Right? Are we married to this cab?
Yuck Yuck's like, no refunds. Come on.
Well, we didn't actually pay him though, so
Yes, so you're not allowed to refund the promise.
No take backsies.
You had to say
Yeah.
promise. Corbin takes promises so seriously. You had to say promise. Okay. So
Lance, sorry, can I just say to Lance here, Lance, if you get the chance, go to the history of the VODs on our channel and find the honey heist that happened in our Curse of Strahd group of games. There was a drop bear. one of the honey heist bears was a drop bear. Emma did a passable Australian accent. Okay, so you.
So I remember my axe is lit up right now. How long does that light
Yes.
cantrip last?
Zakan?
Oh, it's for an hour, but as a cantrip, it can just be turned on or off. So
Okay,
I think
cool.
maybe Zakan turns to our goblin guides and says, "Should we extinguish our lights?"
I think. What do you think, Spiderbait? He's like, the lights that's spilling from said axe will potentially attract hostile beings. I think the inherent danger of not being able to see where you're treading is probably worse.
Calculated, and I assume our primary danger is the weavers of these webs, your classic Underdark spider.
Yes, and just in case there are any other less than friendly groups also crossing at the same time, and whatever's lurking up in the rooftops, up above the up by the stalactites, if they are stalactites. Let's go.
well, they, okay.
Foreboding.
Because what are they called? I'm having a mental blank. What are the things called that pretend to be stalactites and then drop down on top of you? Chris, can you
I
remember?
think they're just called like droppers or something like that.
Okay.
Something similar to that.
It's not
Fallers.
rope.
They're awful.
Ropers are similar, but they look like stalagmites and they're like sat on the floor.
Right.
And then there is something. Yeah, they crawl. They've got really insanely slow. Hey, speak of Michael. We were talking about you, sir. All good stuff, I swear.
Your persona.
Welcome on by, sir. Look at all these Aussies. Oi, oi, oi.
Piercers.
Piercer, thank you. That's it. Yes,
Piercer.
they're
Okay.
completely useless.
Um,
If they hit you the first time they drop down, it's really bad. And then after they've done that, they're screwed.
They're just kind of hanging out.
Yeah, they have no attacks apart from just drop on you, and they can just slowly crawl to the wall and try and get back up to the ceiling. That's all. But anyway, yes.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right.
it's
So I'll
quite
keep on
sad.
my light for now, or I'll ask that you keep it on
Yeah.
and like.
If it's important mechanically, it's bright light for 20 feet and then dim light for 20 feet after that.
Noted.
So how are we moving? Alora asked if we were doing stealth instead of dexterity, but we didn't get an answer.
Carefully.
Okay, well,
I mean, you can choose
have
to
a
be.
well,
Yes,
we're
you,
buddies. That's all.
you can choose to be stealthy if you wish. I think. I mean, the process of moving carefully across the webs will be like just naturally quiet, and I think, and there's nowhere to hide, right? So I think basically just refraining from chatting and talking out loud,
Right.
and then if something happens, something happens. So
I think you should go first, Ignatius, because you have the light.
A light, maybe to help me walk here, but I don't have great vision. If anybody else would like to go.
Everyone stick with your buddies.
Yes, we've got.
Buddy system is the #1 rule of the Underdark.
Are we still in this order that's on the list here on the paper?
I don't see why not. I think Eldith was with Prince Darumdel, we decided, right? They got stuck together if they both
Yep.
tried to go for Elora.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I swooped in.
Topsy and Turvy were together, we decided.
That's right. Corbin swooped in and took Alora, which was very funny.
Yeah.
And then Ignatius, who were you with? Were you with Hemeth?
The new dude, yeah. We're
Yeah.
going to talk about drinking.
That's right. Yes, that dark lake stout.
Yes. Love stout.
Yes. The head brewer of which has appeared in Icewind Dale several times already, if you want to check that out. And then, Zakarn, are you going to go with Sareth? Okay. Sarith.
But Jim Jar is by himself.
Jim Jar's just like, it's alright. I like these odds like this. I bet I can survive on my own.
Grab my back if you need.
Cheers, lads. Alright then, let's get going. And Spiderbait's at the back here. That's what Spiderbait's with Jim Jar if he needs to be. And then
Okay.
Yuck Yuck will be guiding out the front. There's no real space over on the side there. I'll stick him there, I guess.
Spider-Man like links arms with Jim Jar. I've got you, bruv.
So yeah, left to right. You're moving to the left here. So Yuck Yuck is at the front, and he's not a giant goblin. Don't worry. He is a regular-sized goblin. Right. Okay. So, let us continue, and you carefully edge out onto these. They're very, very strong. They've got the tensile strength of these webs is incredible. As you kind of gingerly put your weight onto them. I mean, you saw the goblins flipping around and moving over them quite easily, but they are small. So you kind of tentatively make your way out there. And one thing that is important, like, are you all going to be on the first, on the first strand that's there available? Are you going to spread across various strands, or what?
Well, I thought we were supposed to be like mimicking where the goblins were.
He was talking kind of direction-wise, like throughout the webs, as opposed to like step for
I
step.
thought you meant like, like step in the step. I'm gonna suggest that we spread out, but like, so if there's like a thick enough web for the buddies to be like two people at a time, I'm gonna suggest that.
If something happens and it becomes important, I'm gonna roll a d6, and that will show how many webs are currently available in that section that you're walking on. And I'll roll d6 and half it. Okay, so there'll be either just one that you're traversing at the moment, or they'll be split across 2 or 3, and then we can decide who's on what at that time. All right. Okay. Now, it is 2,000 feet across this cavern, and the module suggests that we check for a random encounter every 500 feet, which makes 4 checks for 4 players. Left to right. Actually, no, I'm in Japan. Let's go the Japanese way. Right to left. Zakan. Could you roll me a d6, please?
E6.
Well, that's bad.
I just looked over at Sirenscape, and there's something real awful there, art-wise. That's a 5.
A 5. Okay. So, very... Ben, you can't complain about disturbing piano notes. You made them. It's okay. It's not the abandoned lunatic asylum, eh? Still the most terrifying. Stephen, you've experienced the abandoned lunatic asylum. Do you remember the hag that was haunting Trollskull Manor? That fun little...
Oh gosh, I do. Yeah. That was atmospheric as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Atmospheric.
It's my favorite for all the wrong reasons. Right.
Don't scratch your back.
So, you start to carefully make your way through, and there's a slight creaking and a slight sound every now and then from the webs. And you can hear things off in the distance. From time to time, as sounds echo through this space, despite its volume. And you are definitely not alone in here.
Are there Underdark creatures that mimic screams or those sorts of things? So I know that that's sometimes a thing in the real world.
Nothing.
Or like, would it just be 100% certainty that is some person screaming?
Nothing that immediately jumps to mind. Chris, do you know any creatures that do that? off the top of your head? No, don't worry if you don't. I have no
off
idea.
the top of my head.
Right,
no.
yeah, me neither.
I
No.
can't remember.
And because I know, yeah, there are creatures that do occasionally mimic, fallen folks and things, but I don't remember coming across any in the Underdark. I've come across them in other environments, but not yet. Okay, so you continue through, and for the first 500 feet, there is nothing but the occasional sound off in the dark. Corbin, a d6, please.
I rolled a 3.
A 3. Noted.
Right in the middle.
Right.
In that case, could you also roll me a d12?
I mean,
I'm
I
sure
would
that's
rather
fine.
not, but okay.
If you roll a 12, you win.
I rolled a 6.
A 6. Noted.
I'm just in the middle
In
of
the middle.
everything today. Just
Yeah,
in the middle today. I'm very symmetric.
It's true. No, that is the thing about Corbin's character, right?
Very symmetrical.
So, as you're
Sides.
continuing on towards the midpoint of these, it's almost calming. I think, Corbin, you would love to train here. Like, as a monk, it would be incredible just to, if it was free of danger and you were, assured that you would be okay, it would be an incredible place to just train your, mobility. And just all the different patterns that are almost made by the webs that are illuminated and then gradually less so and less so as Ignatius's light disappear. Was that something? As you're looking out in the patterns and the webs, you're sure something moved. And Alora, with your new feet, your alert feet, you feel the faintest, as if it was trying not to be noticed. You feel vibrations in the webs that you're standing on that are not connected with the movements of your friends. Now, at this particular point in time, oh dear, you are all on a single thread. Just roll that d6, there's only one. So let's rearrange ourselves here a little to be single file. I'm gonna put, I do actually have to decrease our goblin friends in size here now.
I think Allura would tell everyone, whisper to them, I think we're being stalked right now. I feel vibrations further down the line. I think something's watching us, waiting for its moment.
After what we just said about Corbin wanting to train here a lot, you say that and they're like, target practice.
Okay.
Since Poppy is near, Zakan whispers to them, provided they could hear Allura, put on to Hemeth, and they douse the light on the axe.
Oh, look at that. It's almost perfect.
Just almost fits.
Just a little bit in the middle. just across. Okay, so you slowly are making your way along this, and the webs, as I said, do start to thrum and move a little as you feel and hear sounds starting to move towards you, and
There like a wider strand or more strands up ahead if we were to rush to it?
Yes, but emerging out of the darkness, you see the large bulbous forms and multifaceted eyes of giant spiders come scuttling across nearby threads. A couple of them come elevating down, lowering themselves on threads from their own abdomens down from the ceiling above, and they all start merging towards you to come and tuck into this delicious lunch that has presented itself so fortuitous. So, everyone, roll me some
Too
of that
late.
initiative, please.
Initiative.
Alt turnover. Who are they? Go away.
With the axe extinguished, what is the light situation?
Pitch black.
Pitch black.
Yep.
Okay.
I
think
I don't
they
think
will
it's
keep
I
it
don't
off
think
with
it, I
their
mean
apologies.
you've already been found, so I don't think it really behooves you, sorry Ignatius, to to extinguish the light. I think Ignatius being able to see is more important.
It's true. So, yeah, I think they like turn it off, and then the spiders emerge, and they go, too late, and they turn it back on.
Nope.
Just like
Okay.
Draw out their bow.
Okie doke.
Yeah, I got a nat 20
Hey.
with my new feat.
Hey,
I have
folks,
29.
If you've got them, let them fly. Wow.
29.
If you've got them, let them fly. Get those nat 20s out there.
Alora like feels that vibration and is just gone.
I almost
No.
regret choosing alerts. I think I'm always gonna go first. from now on.
There we go.
That's a comparatively paltry 19.
Noted.
Good. That was still very good.
Or +5.
So if we tried to run away at this point, we would maybe
I think
fall,
you have
or
a
we
pretty.
wouldn't be able to.
I think you have a pretty good idea that these spiders are probably faster and more dexterous on these webs.
Yeah.
There they are. As these giant spiders, ugh, these things, they look so horrible as they come scuttling out of the webs towards you. And let's get some initiative from them as well.
My initiative I rolled was a 9, but like as always, the Roll20 has a vendetta against me in trying to edit my initiative on this silly
9?
thing. Uh-huh.
Noted. Thank you very much. Okay, the spiders having been noticed by you, as they're trying to move stealthily, they're not moving very quickly, and they actually end up at the back of the order here. So, with Elora's alert senses, you are forewarned, and you are able to react. So, Elora, what do you do?
See, so I'm gonna try and hit them with my longbow.
Go for it.
I rolled a 10.
That is a miss, I'm afraid. So your arrow just goes arching off into the darkness.
I cannot hide. I cannot run. I think that is all.
Okie doke. Thank you. I think if, like, at the moment, like, just the strand that was going in the right direction was only one strand. So that's why you're all on one strand. But there are neighboring strands if you want to jump across.
Oh, okay. I would like to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So you can just move yourself. Like, just imagine this whole space is just choked with various webs and strands. So you can basically move wherever you'd like to go.
I'd go to a neighboring strand.
It's a great sound set.
Yeah, it's got some in it. Spiders are nasty. Okay, so yeah,
And
you
it's
wanna
like some like
move. Where are you moving yourself to?
Trying to ping, but it's not ping.
Do you want, as we're looking at it, do you want to go north or south, or go compass directions?
I guess towards the the bottom of the screen, and I guess I'll say it's disengage as a bonus action, so no attack on me.
So you're gonna run towards the spiders.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get closer. So I
Okay,
can
so
get
you
them
dash
with
up to
my-
this one.
Yeah, take it with my sword.
Okay, thank you. Right, noted. Any bonus actions?
Yeah, that's all. Just dash.
Okay, Zakan. Corbin, you're next.
Zakan. Let's see. I love this Dread Ambusher feature, and I'm imagining it's like Zakan pulls out 2 arrows and like has. If you've ever seen it in like Kudo, where they have the one dangling down, like ready to fire. So they have that, and they just wheel on. Let's see. Probably like this one, because it's kind of close to our vulnerable members.
Okay.
And they fire off a shot.
Go for it.
The longbow. Not fantastic on the first one. That's 13.
Misses, I'm afraid.
So that one soars off. And I think it's just if I take the attack. Yeah, so I can make one additional weapon attack. So fires off the other arrow immediately without even waiting to see if the first one hits.
Go for it.
That's better. That's a 21.
That'll hit. Roll the damage.
Roll that 8. Let's see. That's 4 plus 2 for 6, and then an extra 1d8 on that. It's a 13 total.
Nice. Okay, good news. That spider is already bloodied.
Oh, wonderful. And so the one, like, kind of sails past it, but the second one, kind of dials in a bit. It just thunks in there.
Yep. Noted. Okay. Any bonus actions? Or movement?
Not at the moment. Movement-wise, could they kind of withdraw a bit away from the group so that they're in total darkness, so that they will be invisible?
If you want to, yeah.
Yeah, so whatever kind of strand or something would bring them away from Poppy's light, they will bring themselves into darkness, and any creature that relies on dark vision cannot see them.
Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, even these spiders are used to being able to see perfectly well in this space, but yeah, you just disappear from the radar.
They are invisible.
Nice. Stealth mode. Engaged. Okay.
Engage.
Corbin.
Corbin is going to try to do some punchy punches on the spiders. I would like to go north towards the one that's like right above me.
Yep.
That way it doesn't try to come at us from behind. And I would like to, because it's an action to draw my weapon, isn't it?
No, a single weapon, no.
The single
So
weapon.
just
Cool.
interact with objects. It's considered part of the attack action.
All right, awesome. So then I'm going to I'm going to use my sickle for my attack, and it is my monk weapon.
Okay.
So, roll to hit. Okay, I rolled a 14.
14 hits.
Great.
Oh, man, I was just short.
Yeah.
Great. Roll please, thank you.
What's the damage?
Damage is 3,
Okay.
and I would like to use a key point to do a Fury of Blows.
Go for it. Pop, pop.
First one is, ooh! Rolled a nat 20 on the first one.
Nice. Natural 20. How about it?
And then the second one, oh no, that one's only 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I only rolled an 11 on the second one.
Okay, so yeah, nat 20, so double the dice. Double the number of dice.
So, Three plus 5, full damage 8.
Nice. Okay, so yep, you do a big hit on this giant spider as its mandibles are clattering towards you, and its ichor is kind of dripping off them hungrily. Okay, anything else?
Gross.
Right, just yeah. Nope, that was my hit. I used my key point for the bonus action.
Okay.
And I'm not sure. Is it?
Ignatius Aurelius.
Right. Seeing as these first ones are kind of squishy, I'm just going to, without raging, run as recklessly as I can toward this one,
Okay, doke.
if possible, and attack recklessly with my glowing axe.
Yes. Okay, very, very like kind of mythology, Greek mythology vibes here. Just this minotaur with this glowing axe, just
Golden
like
glowing
slow
axe.
motion
I'm a giant
leaping
spider.
across.
But at the same time, he's a huge minotaur, like running on bouncy spiderweb strings.
Yep. Boing,
Very delicate.
boing, boing.
Looks like I used all my good luck on
Whoa.
Tuesday. So that's a 12.
Are you confirming that these webs are bouncy? Are you
With the advantage?
confirming that these webs
Yeah.
Damn straight, Robin, damn straight. It's a miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Just the one attack still?
Just the one.
Okay. Noted, noted. Any more? The raging was a bonus action, right?
I didn't rage, so I was just
Oh,
recklessly
okay.
attacking.
Sorry.
It has advantage against me.
Gotcha. Okay, so it is their turn. So this one is going to rush at Sareth. And these two are going for you, Poppy. And this one will come... let's see. This one will come down towards Darren. And that one is... Oh, those two are already spoken for. So, let's do this. Okay, first, poor little Sareth. Let's see if it's going to try and shoot its webbing at the creature there. And actually, yeah, so it doesn't actually have to be next to him. It's just going to, from a distance there, it's going to shoot the webbing attack. Boop. Which is... Ooh, a 24. That hits.
Did I use
So-
a reaction? Or am I too far away, even with my movement speed?
What? You can't move with the reaction. What were you trying to do?
Deflect missile. I was gonna try to like bat it out the way.
No, not from that far away. So she dive.
Okay.
No!
With my movement, I was like half sure I would make it.
That's too far. Yeah. It's just like, yeah, a reaction is like in spot. It's like, just like moving. So
Got you.
if one was done at you, then yes. But okay, that is
Cool idea.
11 piercing and 9 poison. So you see, even with his resistance as a drow to the poison, you see Sareth fall off the webs that he was traversing, and the webbing is wrapped around him as he falls. 20 feet down, and then gets tangled up in webs lower below you. So,
Oh. Buddy.
that happens. Okay, next up we have the two that are going for you there, Ignatius. They're going to try and bite you. Chomp. 14.
They have advantage, by the way.
I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Misses.
Misses. Okay, and the second one goes for you. 24. Yeah, that'll hit.
Yeah.
And that is 10 piercing.
Okay.
And can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Uh, 9.
9. Okay, that's a fail. And so you take 7 poison damage.
Okay.
All right. So, hang on. Let me look at this properly. Here. Hang on.
Hang on.
Yeah, I don't think. I think this is a mistake in the Roll20 in the Roll20 description box for the giant spiders here. The web attack wouldn't do the piercing and poisoning that the that the thing does, right? So why would it?
Is it mandible though?
But it's a ranged web, but they're just like it flung web at him, and for some reason it has the
Piercing and poison is pretty heavy.
it has the bite damage,
I just
and it's
didn't
exactly
know if it has like.
it's exactly the
barbs?
same. It's exactly the
Maybe
same
the webbing
dice
has
as the bite
barbs in it?
as well. So I think they've mistakenly put the bite damage onto the web attack. I don't see. Hang on, let's look on D&D
no.
Beyond. I don't think there is.
Pretty sure the web doesn't do damage, actually.
Right? I think it's just restrains
Wouldn't
them,
it
right?
just be like restraint or like low key roll to not be grappled?
Roll 20.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it shoots a web at him. It does 20 damage.
He
on
does.
the stick.
Piercing damage.
Yeah, right. Giant
Like,
spider.
holy shit.
Okay.
Way more worried about these guys now.
So yeah, web. On a hit, the target is restrained by the webbing. As an action, they can make a strength check to try and burst out of it. Yeah, there's no damage.
Okay.
Okay.
So then can Sarith
He's-
roll for
So
to,
Sarith,
like,
Sarith is restrained, but he's not unconscious.
Okay.
Yeah. And he did fall that 20 feet down.
Yeah.
Okay, let me actually
So
make a note.
webs, more webs, I guess?
Yeah, it gets tangled in webs below, yeah. Oh, right. And also, Ignatius, you took damage, so you also need to make a check, please. A dexterity saving throw, please.
Cool. Is this so? Is this an effect that I can see?
Yes.
Cool. So I get advantage.
Yep.
Okay. Not okay. That is 13.
13.
Yeah.
Not enough, I'm afraid. As these spiders crash into you and bite into your shoulder, you, trying to recklessly attack at the same time, lose your balance and you fall 10 feet down. Oh, Lance, no. Okay, thank you. Have a great one. You, unfortunately, fall 10 feet down before you also become restrained and entangled in the webs below, but just 10 feet below. So that is Ignatius. All right, thank you. And then it is the one on you, Elora. It's going to try and bite you. Chomp. 19.
Yep, that hits.
So that is 9 piercing damage. And can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
13.
13 is enough. You do not get poisoned. So just the 9 piercing damage from that one. And Corbin, over to you. Oop. Only a 10. That misses, right? Better. that would miss a wizard.
Be a terrible monk.
I'm a glass cannon. It's a difference.
Yes, that one tries to bite into you, but you dodge nimbly out of the way, skipping over to a nearby strand of the webbing. And the other spider there is going to try and ensnare one of these other folk here. Let's see, who do they go for? Okay, they're going for Prince Derendil. 15. Boop. Missing. So this a big blob of webbing just goes shooting over towards Prince Derendil, but he ducks out of the way. And looking over his shoulder, Lady Allura, are you okay?
No, I'm alright. Worry about yourself.
And speaking of Lady Allura, it is your turn.
Okay, so they're within 5 feet of me, so
Yes.
I'm going to try to get them with my short sword.
Go for it.
12.
12 is a miss, I'm afraid.
I think I can use my bonus action though to try and hit them with my short sword again.
Offhand, yep.
And 13.
13 just misses. This spider is nimbly dodging across the webs, moving around you, scuttling around you, and I think you're slightly grossed out by it.
I didn't like the water. I don't like these caverns. I need to get back to
This
the
whole place
surface.
sucks. So this whole place. Okay, thank you. Zakarn.
Oh. So it's time for a new Lightbringer toy. These spiders here are probably the most bunched, are they?
The ones next to Ignatius.
Ignatius and Allura.
Sure.
Would you say perhaps they're within a 20-foot cube of one
Yes.
another?
Yes.
All right. Then Zakan says, "Let the light reveal our enemies," and they cast out fairy fire.
Nice.
And
a
what it
dex
does
save, right?
is a dex save. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's see how they go. The 3 of them.
DC on that. Okay, what's the DC?
DC will be 13.
Okay, so I'm going left to right. First one. Dirty 20. Fail. And a natural 1. All the way across the spectrum.
All right.
So the first one's very nimble. As it dodges out of the way, the lights, the little floating. What shape do the little floating motes of light take? And what color? Importantly.
I think, ironically, they are little floating spiders, and the D&D Beyond says blue, green, or violet light. Your choice would be Zakan on brand, like goldish orange.
Absolutely. Okay. So yeah, the whole space, Ignatius, Elora, you just see this whole space just erupt with these tiny little golden shining spiders. And you're like, oh no, what new horror is this? It's like, they had babies.
And from here on out for the next minute, any attack roll against the two that were affected has advantage.
Nice. So that's the middle one and the one next to Elora. By the way, anyone, if you're scared of spiders, do I still have it? I don't still have. I was going to share. We found some cool spider nests in the garden at the weekend. And there's all the tiny little baby spiders were like, wee. And my 4-year-old son was very predictably, oh, they're so cute. Okay.
Oh yeah, Zakan's ones have like those little web parachutes that baby spiders make to spread.
Like from Charlotte's
Like a
Web.
baby, right?
When-
Oh, so-
Yeah, exactly.
And then they go like this.
All of the spiders are cute like Charlotte's babies. That's canon.
Except the giant ones. The giant ones are terrifying. As
those
patient
The
as
giant
Yeah.
ones are terrifying. These are good celestial spiders. They're heavenly spiders.
Noted. Okay, thank you very much. Anything else?
And let's see. So Seraph was not mortally wounded, right?
No, he's just trying to escape.
He's just cool. I think that'll probably be it then, because I was gonna heal him, but I'll save that spell slot.
Here we go. These are the ones that are lit up. Changing the token
Hey.
color. There we go. Those two. Okay. Thank you. So, Corbin, your turn, and Ignatius, you're next.
Okay. So the one that's still in front of me, after watching like some of our allies fall, it's kind of like I kind of get what they're trying to do, which is like catch us all down in the lower webs.
Yeah.
That ticks off Corbin like a lot, and I would like to do a roundhouse. I would like to kick them, but when they go to kick them, I would like to baby's first cantrip. I would like to cast Thunderclap.
Yeah, let's go for it.
They have to make a con save, DC 11.
Con save DC 11. Okay, so the one's right in front of you, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. 7. Nope.
Okay.
Daisy,
So
Daisy
yes.
just said roundhouse. By the way, Corbin,
Great.
Daisy, a fellow changeling, starting in our new Candlekeep Mysteries campaign next month.
Changeling
Yay.
solidarity.
Much to excite, Daisy.
Right.
Hey, Daisy, maybe this is one of the people from your lost family.
Can't be.
I do like to tie those
that rolled,
campaigns
like,
together.
3 separate times. I'm just gonna roll my physical d6 because the dice roller on D&D Beyond was actually weird just now.
Yeah.
Rolled like 4 times. All right, so that is, I think, just 1d6 base. It's going to be a 4, but because I landed that hit, would that count for my Fury of Blows?
Yeah, you only have to take the attack action. You don't have to hit.
Oh, okay. Sorry. We were saying that at first, and I think we corrected it, and it's still in my head a little weird.
Yeah, so if you
Let's see if
attack,
I
you
hit.
can continue to attack.
Awesome. Let's... Okay. Rolled. That is a 14 plus 4, which is 18, and the other one is 11 plus 4, which is a 15.
Nice. So the cantrip.
Yes.
You missed with the attack there, right?
Did I miss? With the Thunderstrike? No, they
What's that
missed. They
thing? That was-
just have to make a
They
con
failed.
save. Yeah.
The four was the damage.
It's 1d6 for Thunderclap.
Yeah.
right? And that was
Yeah,
4 damage. Yeah. Okay. So there's there's a massive boom, and as your foot connects with this spider, and it just
full
echoes
body
through the whole
roundhouses.
space. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And then the flurry of blows. What was the first attack?
The first attack was the 14 plus
That hits.
4, which is, and then an 11 plus 4, which is 15.
They both hit. Damage, please.
They both hit. All right. So damage is the 2d4s. Plus 2. First damage was a 6 plus the other damage, which was 4 plus 2, which is 9. So 12 damage total.
Nice. For the first time in this encounter, which you triggered, I remind you.
Me? I did. It was on my roll. It was.
Wow.
Tell me, Corbin, what happens?
Yes. Okay. When they go to do the roundhouse kick and it makes the noise when it first connects, after they start moving, Corbin kind of stands where they are and then takes their arm and catches them where they were going when they kicked them.
Yes.
And then continued the movement punch. I kind of want to throw the body at the other spider. That's what it was like. Just hitting it hard enough that it flies towards the other one.
Okay, so yeah, you do the roundhouse kick, boom, crashes into their side. They're disorientated. All their little eyes are spinning, and then the flurry of blows, punch, punch, punch. The last one, you grab onto its leg, swing once round, and whoosh, let fly. Give me a dexterity roll. This is a straight dex roll.
Straight dex roll. Awesome. I'm good at dex. I'm very dexterous.
Buns in chat, you're getting a fuck yes, Corbin.
Yes. We pull up chat so I can yell with everything.
Roll for
Oh
the
crap.
spider
Okay.
geek.
So the dex is plus 4, and I rolled a 15, so that's a 19.
Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, you spin the spider around and send it flying into the other one over here. And I'm going to make a dexterity saving throw for that one.
Okay.
Oh, it's a 19.
pulling up
It
chat.
does manage to keep its footing. It doesn't get knocked down, but it does get distracted by this huge friend of his being thrown at it.
Bob?
I'll give it disadvantage on its next thing.
I have helped.
Ignatius Poppyzarillus.
All right, so I have to break out of this web, right?
You are 10 foot down and you are restrained. So make me a strength saving throw.
A strength check or a saving throw?
Saving throw.
Probably not. That's 11.
An 11. Oh, only just. These, like I said, these webs are very strong as you try and stretch and flex your muscles and break out of it, but they do not manage to do so, I'm afraid. Is that poison still kind of coursing through your veins weakens you a little bit there, and you are not able to get out there, I'm afraid. And their turn. Let's see here. This one didn't use its web yet, so this one's going to go for Yuck Yuck.
Oh, no.
That is a 22, as Yuck Yuck is also bundled up and drops 30 feet down.
Yuck, yuck, no.
He's like, ah, bruv! Spider-Bait's go, but I'm Spider-Bait. and Yuck Yuck drops down.
The plan.
Spider-Bait, why don't you do something? Why don't you go distract these spiders?
Do your job.
And that one's there. This one is going to shoot at. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, this one's shooting at Turvy.
Leave my babies alone.
Ooh, 19. These are good with their webs. Okay, Turvy is also no, that's the wrong word. Cocooned, there's the word. And they drop 80 feet down.
Hi.
They're like, ah! Topsy, I'm entering! They go going down there. That was Turvy. Down there. And then the one is going to go for you, Alora. Try and bite you. Only an 11. Misses. Okay. The one up top here, let's see if their web recharges. It does not, so they will rush forwards and come like charging at you, Corbin, after you threw that friend of theirs at them, and they're going to try and bite you. Ooh, 23. So that is 10 piercing.
Okay.
And a Constitution saving throw, please.
Of course, yeah. Okay, wait, you rolled a 12. This is good. Plus Constitution save. Just
You're already okay.
+1.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay, yeah, the poison does not take effect as it starts to seep into your veins, but only the piercing damage is there.
Ah.
Mandibles bite
hey,
home.
it's not okay.
Chomp. Okay, the other one up here, do they get their web back? No, they do not. So they will charge down towards Hemeth. Hemeth, our new friend. And what's his AC? Okay. Chomp. That's a miss, Hemeth. I think Hemeth's got pretty hefty armor on, so the mandibles just clatter off the steel plates there, and he is okay as he steps bravely in front of Topsy. He's like, "No, don't you come around here with your nasty mandibles, fuck off!" And he gets out of the way there. And Laura, Illustrious, it is your turn. Zakan, you're next. Remember, you have advantage if you want on that one.
Okay.
If you want, it's not compulsory.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need it. I'll take it.
Go for it. So 2d20, take the highest.
I got a 22.
Nice, that'll hit. So roll the damage.
I got an 8 for the damage.
Nice.
And I have advantage on this roll, or on this creature, so I can also take sneak attack as well for extra damage.
Shit, yeah. Forgot about that.
So 9, yeah. The 8 plus 9.
Oh,
17.
nice. Okay, it is
Good
bloodied.
combo. Very fire combo.
Thanks for the
Yeah, that's awesome.
celestial spiders that help me out.
Lasts for 10 rounds.
Awesome. So yeah, the combats basically. I've never been in a combat that lasted longer than that. Thank God. That would be hours and hours of gameplay. Okay.
Yeah, because most of them last for like 1 minute, and 1 minute is generally the length of a combat.
Well, no, 1 minute would be 10 rounds. They last for seconds, like 22 seconds or whatever it would be. 24
Each round
seconds.
is 6 seconds. So
Yeah, it's just like this is sudden movement and it's done. Okay. You're going to attack with your offhand as well, Alora? Can you?
Oh,
Or is that,
can I?
is that
I think because
a sneak
my
attack
sneak
instead?
attack. Yeah, I think maybe because I use sneak attack, I
I
can.
think bonus action is still free. Sneak attack is just like an other.
Oh, alright. Well then I'll try to get him with my short sword one more time.
Let me double check just to make sure.
Yeah, you wouldn't get sneak attack twice.
No, I think
Because,
sneak attack is once per round. Yeah.
Yeah. So you could still attack with the offhand weapon, but you wouldn't get sneak attack again.
Thank you. So yeah, sneak attack once per turn. You can deal an extra 2d6 damage with a finesse or ranged weapon if you have advantage on the attack roll. Yeah, it doesn't use anything.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you still have your bonus action.
Try to get him with my short sword one more time. I got an 18.
That hits. You're rolling with
And I
advantage again,
rolled-
yes?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Yeah, still advantage just in case for crit.
Yep. And then so just the d6 for that.
3.
3. Thank you. It is still alive, but looks
Let's
very,
do it.
very bad indeed.
Let's see.
Okay, thank you, Zakan. Lurking in the shadows, testing your magics. What do you
In
do?
the shadows, visible to everyone. Let's see what I say. I think the con is just going to go ahead and fire another. No, I'm getting quite low on arrows since we haven't been able to stock up. Instead, Zakan is going to conjure and fire off a sacred flame.
Nice. At the one that's on
and we will
Hemeth
fire.
or above Ignatius. Remember, Ignatius is 10 feet
Let's
down
see.
from those two.
Yeah. Probably still concerned with the non-combatants. So I think this one that's on Hemeth, yeah. So I'm a 19 to hit.
Definitely hits. Roll the damage.
Yep. Catch damage. It's 4 celestial damage.
Noted. Thank you. So yeah, that crashes into the back of the creature, and that golden light just crashes across it in a wave of retribution, and injures it. Thank you. Any bonus actions?
Nope. We're probably gonna leave as is because concentrating on that fairy fire.
Do you want to hide? 'Cause- Because you're in the darkness and you're invisible, which would give you advantage, but it doesn't automatically mean you're hidden.
Yeah. So I guess should shift location now that
So give me a stealth check.
that might be. Let's see. Yeah, moving about. Ciao. That's a natural one.
Ooh. Okay. You got some of those as well. Boom. All right. Nicely done, Sam.
So like, yeah, I think they like go to move because they realize the light was like quite revealing.
Yeah. It's because
they just like
they have a thing called web sense, so they can still keep a good bead on you.
And they actually stumble like just right into that spider.
Like walk right into him. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Corbin.
Like it definitely knows where they are.
Oh no. All right, so they had got bit and it didn't do anything because of the rolls, but they're like, oh heck yeah! They I would like to attack with my sickle, but I would like to cut off one of its mandibles so I can get its pincer full of poison.
Ooh, okay, go for it.
Awesome.
I'll say it's close to being blooded. If you manage to bloody it, you can do this.
Awesome. All right, cool. I rolled a net 20.
Nice.
Hey, get that fang.
I knew these emotes were gonna
Yes!
get the money's worth.
Yeah. Okay. The damage is a 4, and I think this is the last time I can do my Fury of Blows. This is my last key point.
You rolled the double number of the dice thing.
Oh, I didn't roll double for the damage for the
The crit?
sickle because nat 20 is a crit.
Yep.
So 4 plus 3, 7.
Okay, nice. So yeah, you
Quick
go-
hook like math rocks.
Yeah, you lash out with your sickle towards its gaping jaw, you know, these mandibles clacking together, and it recoils and hisses like Sirenscape is providing for us so very nicely here, as it rears back up on its legs and they're all like flailing, and you see spiraling down, you quickly grab it out of the air as one of its mandibles does fall as it is cut off.
Yes.
It is
Then I'm
blooded.
gonna stab it.
Yeah.
While it is reared back, I would like to use Fury of Blows to stab it.
Go for it. Well, those are unarmed attacks, yeah, with Fury of Blows.
Okay. So the first one is the it's a 10 plus the 4, which is 14, which we establish hits.
That's yep.
And then the other one. Sorry, what'd you say?
Yep, that hits. Yep.
All right, and then it's a 9 plus 4. That's a 10. I don't think that one makes it.
No, I'm afraid not.
Wait,
So the
9,
first
10, 11,
damage on the
12,
first one?
13. It's
4,
13.
No, sorry.
It's 13. Sorry.
Damage on the first one?
I can only do so much math.
Yeah, totally Daisy. That's nice. Alien versus Predator in the house. So make Corbin the alien?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sure.
Corbin does have dreads, right?
There you go.
Braids.
They do. They do. They
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
the one of different color on each side of their head.
Okay, so what's the damage
So-
on the
Yeah,
unarmed
try to get that.
strike?
Yes, I did hit with one unarmed strike.
Go for it.
And the
Ignatius,
damage from that one.
Re-roll your strength saving throw, Ignatius.
16.
The damage for that was 4.
Oh, right, thank you.
Would it do the
So, pop.
Would it do the piercing and poison damage?
The unarmed strike has to be, like, unarmed, so you can... And you think the poison probably wouldn't work against them very well, but it's going to be useful in the future.
Fair. Yes.
Okay, so Ignatius, with a roar, you erupt from your cocoon as a beautiful butterfly. No, sorry. And
Like
Crazy
totally
foam
butterfly
wings.
I'll take that if I can fly. Damn.
with your
Use
increased,
the wings
And they're very small butterfly wings.
like the caterpillar in
made of webbing.
Bugs. Is it Bug's Story? What's it called? Bug's Life.
A Bug's Life. Yeah, a Bug's Life. It'll be like the wings on the Spider-Man suit. Just
Look at me, I'm a beautiful butterfly. Ignatius, sorry. With your increased height and the use of your battle axe, you can chop at the soft underside of these spiders above you.
Okay, that was my action, right? to
That's like a
get out?
12-foot reach.
No, you're escaped. You're okay.
Okay, so it's not my action.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, so I will
Go for the fairy fire
try
one.
and chop at it. Yeah. Oh, I already have advantage on it.
Yeah. So you don't have to go
no
reckless.
wrestling.
No.
Okay. Finally getting above 10s. Okay,
Hey.
so that is a 16 to hit.
Noted. And what's the damage?
All right. 6 points of slashing.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you reach up and chop to this spider's underside here. And anything else on your turn?
If I can still move, I'll try and
Yep.
run back up somehow. If I can find a way back up.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna climb back up. No problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haul yourself up and in the same spot or different?
Just a little bit further back, maybe
Sure.
closer to the group.
Next to Hemeth.
Maybe here.
Okay, no problem. Noted. All right, thank you. The giant spiders. Let's see. That one is gonna go for Hemeth again. Ooh, a 20. So that hits. That is 10 piercing. And I should just make sure I put his HP back to what they were supposed to be because he was damaged in that fight. Yeah, they were. Okay. So yeah, there's 10 piercing, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw as this poison starts to seep through his veins. He has advantage against poison because he's got Duragar resilience. So you get 15. So yes, he does not get affected by the poison. Okay, so he's still okay. This one is going to come scuttling after you, Ignatius, and go for you. And that is 13.
13 misses.
Okay, and then the fairy fired one also 13. They both miss
All right.
as they come scuttling after you. And Corbin, the one is going to go for you. Chomp. Only a 9. And Elora, 8. Wow, that was awful.
They're very weak.
Yes, they are. Okay, and Elora, Illustrious, your turn. Zakan, you're next.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and finish off this spider right in front of me with my short sword. That's 10, so that does not hit.
Nope, sorry.
Going to use my bonus action to try and hit them again.
Did you roll
with my
advantage?
fighting. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, so I just rolled again.
Thank
and I
you.
got a natural 20.
Hey!
Hey.
The second time. It was my regular action,
that
that was my
around.
bonus action.
How about it?
So I get to these two. Puppy is regular, she's also better than my 20.
So yeah,
I
that's
got 14 damage.
13 damage. So that's 2d6 plus 4, yeah?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, that one was in front of you. Now, it was already bloodied, so tell me what happens. What do you do?
I guess I'm gonna. I think maybe Laura is gonna back up on the web, try to gain momentum, and then kind of run forward and
Pro
grab
wrestling.
them right in between the eyes.
Clothesline him. Hey, puppy! Show us the puppy, show us the puppy! Sorry,
Show us the
gameplay is suspended. Gameplay is suspended. Puppy.
Puppy.
So cute.
Oh, it's a good pup.
Hello, puppy. Okay, noted. Thank you. So yeah, you go, you just like throw yourself back and bounce off the webbing behind you, and that puts the momentum into your short sword. You just slash across, and you just see the spider's innards just spill out down into the webs below. And you still have movement in your offhand if you want to skip over and attack that other one.
Oh, okay, yeah, for my bonus action, maybe I'll come over and try to hit the one
Yep.
that I would have advantage on.
Still advantage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So first roll is a 19, so that
That
hits.
hits. Yep. And then just a d6.
Regular d6, 6.
Nice, full damage. Okay, as you get a grievous cut across this one's back abdomen as it's turned towards Ignatius, but it's still not blooded. But this one was doing pretty okay so far. And Zakarn, what you doing, sir?
So tell me what kind of role this would be. 'Cause I'd like to have Zakan, like, with their quarterstaff somehow trip up the many legs of the spider that's in amongst the NPCs here and get them, like, off of this thread, like even possibly like tumbling off with them. Trying to, like, work it for any role that's not strength based, so some kind of, like, tripping them up either with the quarterstaff or they have some rope or something to just, like, unroot them from the web.
Sorry, I forgot to roll before.
Oh, no.
The Durga. Sam. There we go. The Durga wasn't poisoned, but they were knocked off balance by that attack, and they did plunge down 70 feet.
Oh my.
Sorry.
Go get Topsy.
Demonstrated for my camera falling.
That was the POV there.
Yeah.
But the Durga saw.
That's the Durga's point of view, yeah.
As they fell, yeah.
All right, thank you. So I think that would be a let's see. I think that would be a dex plus your proficiency if you're proficient with the quarterstaff.
Let's see. Yes, and proficient. Cool. Yeah. So they're gonna try and trip it up and fall. Either make it fall down and pursue it, or if in the tangle they fall too, that's fine with them.
Let me just double check here. So yeah, you can. So I'm just looking at our other options here. So dash to the type. Ready, search, use object.
Yeah, that generic improvise.
Yeah, right. Okay, so yeah, the attack here. Range, melee, opportunity, 2 weapon fighting, grappling, moving. Actually, yeah, let's do. Yeah, actually, it would be. Sorry, just rules as it would be a normal attack action.
And just a normal attack.
Yeah.
And then is seeking to have a specific effect with it.
Yeah, because this would be a shove. This would be like the shove attack. Because you can that knocks it prone or pushes it away from you, which will push it off the web.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, you can make the shoving action.
And can I do that with the quarter staff roll, or does it have to be just a strength check?
You can make. It is.
I'm trying to think of a way to avoid doing just a straight strength roll because they have no physical strength.
No, just because of the bulk of it, I think it's going to need it. I'm sorry. And it's an athletics check on your side, contested by their acrobatics or athletics. But I mean, you can do your proficiency if you have the proficiency.
Let's see how this turns out. Not bad. That's a 19 in total. That's
Nice.
better than I thought it would have been.
They're going to try and skip out of the way of that. Only a 14, so yeah, that works. So can you roll me a d10?
D10 to see how far they fall.
Yeah.
It's a 5.
All right, so yeah, they drop 50 feet down. and catch themselves on the webs below. So you are over there next to them. Next to Sareth there. Well, where Sareth would be if he wasn't way down below you. Okay, thank you.
Way down.
Anything else on your turn? Any bonus actions?
I think, let's see, the other ones are covered by these party members, so I think they're going to start moving down in pursuit of it. They just wanted to get it away from these NPCs, so
How far are you climbing down?
30 feet of, as far as they could, so I guess 30 feet. Or
But it's difficult terrain,
half,
so
maybe 15.
15, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'd be willing to gamble on like an acrobatics or something for jumping, just for interest's sake. Yeah, it could be,
Sure. Give me,
why not, right?
yeah. Give me an acrobatics check.
13.
13. Okay. Roll me a d10.
Let's see how far. The 6.
Okay. So yeah, you drop down.
Oh, yeah, you have inspiration.
Yeah, remember, if you want to get advantage on anything, you can use that. Thank you, Tracy. So yeah, so that you drop down 340 feet. So you are just above where Hemeth is. Hemeth is just 10 feet below you. Turvey's 10 feet below that. You passed Sareth in as you were falling. He's like, and Yuck Yuck as well. He's like,
Spider is
Yep.
nearish by.
Yuck Yuck was well chopped. He's like, yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, that's right. Nice. We are free.
So supportive.
Falling.
They tipped it off and then jumped after it to continue the combat.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, don't forget that lovely inspiration there. All right, thank you. And Corbin,
All right. So,
the one in front of you is looking really bad.
The one I'm about to say, the one in front of me looks real bad. I think I'm just gonna try to finish him off
Go
with
for it.
some more of this sickle love,
That spider ichor.
right? American sickle. He's an American beauty, and I'm an American sickle. Now, come back. Ta.
Finish him.
Is
That's what I gotta say.
right? Because I rolled a 15 to hit,
All
so I
right.
know it does. So now let's roll our damage.
Go for it.
Shasha. 3 plus 2, damage 5.
Nice. Okay. So yes, you, as we have established, these webs are bouncy. You get a bit of momentum going, and then you spring down, and as it throws you up into the air, you bring your sickle down and just slap right back in the middle of its skull between all of those eyes, and it hisses as the light goes out of said eyes, and it is dead.
Nice.
Corbin is having way
I'll
too
show
much
off.
fun. Corbin is having way too much. They do. It's like they threw the one. This one is done, and then they like use their foot to get their sickle out of it and kick it over.
Now,
And
if you
it's
want
like,
to,
what's next?
if you still got the key
Jimjar's
points,
nearby, like clapping.
yeah, he's like, yeah, that's right,
Oh,
Corbin,
very
lovely.
nice, very nice.
Fantastic. Now,
He's like doing that sideline coaching. Get him with the left.
oh, Daisy, you off? Okay. Good night, Daisy. Thank you.
Good night, Daisy.
Now, you have your movements, so you could dash over to next to Alora and then do your flurry of blows.
I was about to ask. Yeah. A shot. All right, now. Fury of Blood. Let's get 2 of these. Oh, okay. Yeah, rolled a 14 and 18 plus 4. 19, 22, 1, 22.
Both hit. With your
Both
total
hit.
damage there.
All right. Total damage
There's
is...
advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage on those rolls.
Are
eh?
they?
Yeah, so that was the first. That
Okay.
was the first flurry of blow. Do the second one, in case you get that 20.
Oh,
okay.
yeah, okay.
Sorry, Ben, let me interrupt you for a sec there. Ben, thank you so much. It was a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for dropping on by. Do try and drop in and see Vicky playing with us on Saturday. Yeah, thank you again for everything.
Good job
Nice.
escaping them sirens.
Yup, escaping them sirens. Right. And then the other ones are Oh no. Here, I found it. I found all my bad rolls. They're here. I rolled a 4 and a 1, so the second one does not hit. But the first one did.
Okay. Yep, first one hits.
Alright, so the damage for that is going to be 5.
Nice. Okay. It is bloodied. Nicely done.
Yeah, they're like,
Really gives a solid
right next to you.
Corbin. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
It's
Alright.
impressive.
Ignatius.
Right, I'll take another hit at this one that's in front of me. Does it still have fairy fire on it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
yes.
Crawling with little scrawly spiders.
You're not sure if it's a good thing or not.
Thank you, Ben.
21 to hit.
That'll do it.
But I can see it better.
That's the important part. To see your
7
fear.
points of slash.
That is
Ooh.
epic. Okay, it is not dead, but very, very bad off. Poorly off. Okay, thank you. And the giant spider's turn. It's going to get one more attack. But let's see, who will it go for? It's got all these delicious morsels around it.
So many options.
It's going for Ignatius. And tries to
That beef.
bite you, sir. That is, a 22. So that's 8 piercing, Ignatius. And that con save, please.
Yep, that is an 11. Nope,
Just-
sorry. 14.
Okay,
read
that's
it
fine.
wrong.
the 11 was okay too, but yes. Good.
Okay.
You shrug off the poison as it starts to seep in, but it doesn't get through all that muscle mass. And you are still okay. The other one is going to go for... Hey, Laura. Chompity chomp chomp.
Finally, I get to use my sentinel.
18. So that... What was that do? Chris, is it a
Sentinel, so creatures provoke an opportunity. No, hold on. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee attack
Nice.
against them.
Okay. So as it bites down into Alora's shoulder, you also attack. Alora, that is 6 piercing. And a constitution saving throw, please. Epic music. Thank you, Sirenscape.
11.
11 just passes, you're okay. So the poison does not take effect, but that 6 piercing does dig into your shoulder. What was your attack, Ignatius?
Making up for everything before. Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Nice. Double them dice. Roll it.
Okay, that is. Ooh. 22 points of slashing damage.
Oof. Okay, tell me what happens.
Oh. So after climbing back up and just being like, I'm not gonna rage, and just hit it as hard as I can, cutting its, I guess, I want to cut off all of one side of its legs as it just goes falling off,
Okay.
loses its grip,
Yep.
falls below.
Yeah, okay, so you just sweep your axe up and just like, and then just goes spinning off down as it goes to the side and slowly spins off down into the webs before getting tangled up 70 feet below. Right next to Hemeth. He's like, hey!
Aw.
That almost hit me!
Sorry.
Alright, thank you. And that was those 2. The other one is gonna oh no, that dropped down. Let's see, how fast can they climb? It's 50 feet down. Oh, they only have 30 feet of climbing. So it is gonna... It's gonna go for Hemeth. He's like, aha! You dropped down here out of the way, and now I'm... Let's see, actually, let me just see if Hemeth would have escaped or not. Strength. Boom.
Oh, yeah, dude. Got that guy. Yeah.
He has escaped, so he's escaped and he's waiting ready.
believe
He was
he
slowly
did.
making his way towards Turvey to try and help them as this spider goes scuttling across the webs towards him. And... Ooh, 20. A dirty 20, even with a disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
That is 6 piercing. He is bloodied. Looks pretty bad. He's like, as his shoulder pounces, as it scuttles across and just as that spider spring jumps across onto his back. You just see him disappear beneath the bulk of this giant spider. And it sinks his teeth into him. He has to make that con save with the advantage. Ooh, even with the advantage, he fails.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Corbin's starting to think maybe the poison they got isn't even going to work when they do use it.
2d8.
At this point.
2d8 poison damage. I rolled double 8s. 16.
Ooh.
You see
No.
Hemeth dashing towards Turvy, and he just collapses forward and hangs limply in the webs.
Wait.
Oh no.
And the spiders and starts slowly spinning him into web. Alora.
Yes, okay, so the spider that's in front of me, that's still alive, I'm gonna run up and try to hit it with my short sword. That's 12, so it doesn't hit.
Braid nuts.
And it's a bonus action, I'm gonna try again.
Offhand, yep.
Yep, that was a 22.
Well, that hits. D6.
I get my d6 and
This
that
spider is
a
uninjured, I'm
2.
afraid. 2. Okay, this one is
Yeah.
fighting fits, this one. This one has been happily ignored this whole time. Okay, thank you. And Zakan.
So, remind me, for the NPCs, would spare the dying since he's at 0 hit points. Would that stabilize him? Or is
Maybe.
he gone?
It's worth a try.
Maybe. Worth a try, and Zakan would definitely try.
Yeah.
So,
They're
yeah,
just-
Zakan will
they're-
use.
Actually, also, give me an opportunity attack if you want, because the spider would have gone past you to get to Hammer.
Oh yeah, I guess you haven't been calculating those. Another thing I hadn't been figuring in, invisible creatures get advantage on attack rolls?
But yes, you are out of what was the range of the light, Chris?
It's
my
20 feet right, and then an additional 20 dim.
Yeah, so it's only 40 feet, so you are 50 feet, 60 feet down. So yeah, you're out of the light. So yeah, you get advantage on the attack. Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I had not been considering that because I am usually not invisible.
Fair.
Terrible. That's only. I think I'm gonna be attacking with a 5.
Only 5? Okay, yeah. You're surprised at the speed of this thing as it scuttles across the webbing. And you've come across giant spiders, but never in webs like this, like in completely web environments. And yeah, it just comes dashing past you and springs on Hemeth. But it is there if you want to dash over.
Yeah. So I think Zakan's gonna dash over there and attempt spare the dying.
Okay, so yeah, you rush across there and place a hand on Hemeth as the spider is trying to spin him up in its silk, and it hisses at you and turns on you. Okay, so you cast that.
Yeah,
That's
so
automatic,
spare
right?
the dying. It's just automatic. A living creature that has 0 hit points, the creature becomes stable.
Okay, thank you. What does it look like?
I think because there's a verbal and somatic component, so they, kind of cross a symbol and say, come back to the light, and their their spider-like eyes beneath the mask glow, and then it goes through their hands
Yeah.
and covers his body.
Everyone, dear viewers of ours, look at this amazing art. Rawr.
Gorgeous,
So
absolutely
good, so
gorgeous. Exactly what I had in mind.
Okay, thank you. This is a command. This is a command I want to set up. I'm going to set up a command like #art, and then I'll throw up the links and stuff for the artists for that campaign. We use different artists for all our different campaigns, so definitely give them a look. They are over. Hang on, let me get their name properly. I don't know. It's been a long time. It's been a hot minute. Ryutoshi. Let me just type it. Ryutoshi. I'm typing it in chat there on Discord, on Twitch there. Ryutoshi on Instagram. Go and check them out. Yeah, amazing artist. Okay, thank you. So, what's Spare the Dying? Is that a bonus action or an action?
So it's an action.
Okay.
So I think all the rest of what they'll do is just stand up and kind of position their body between Hemeth and the spider, and they
Noted.
draw their spear out.
Okay, so yeah, as it's spinning the silk around it, you just like swish your quarterstaff and cut the thread, and then stand between them, protecting Hemeth. Okay, and Corbin.
Okay.
Leapfrog.
The other light one that was.
Leapfrog over
Yeah, right.
Ignatius.
They're gonna ask if Ignatius needs backup, and if not, they're gonna try to go after the other one. And
The other
I
one
believe
is down,
speaking is a
trying to
free
wrap him up,
action.
right?
Yeah, the one that's down there, so I can like
So-
help and then get the other ones out. So I'm gonna ask Ignatius, "Are you good?"
I think we can hold this one. Maybe you should help Hemeth, is that it? And
Yeah. So they're
Zakon's
dashing
probably
over
down
to
there. I
help.
cannot see him.
But they're dashing over from taking out the other one, and when they're like, "Are you good?" They're like, "We can hold this one." They like pivot and then jump
Do
so
you
that they
have-
can go down.
Do you have dark vision?
Do that. Jump.
Do I have dark vision? No.
Okay.
We've established this.
Give me
But
give me an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
of course. You just want to
Down
hear me
into the
say it
darkness.
again. You just want to hear me say it because I'm confused every time.
I just
How
want
do
to
I
make sure.
not
I
have
just want to make sure
dark
you were fully aware that you were diving into pitch darkness.
I wasn't. I thought some of the little spiders had come down here with him.
You
With
can see for
disadvantage.
40 feet from where Ignatius is.
That's great to know. All right.
40
you said
feet and then
dexterity.
pitch blackness.
Would it just be a dexterity save?
No, an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check. That's awesome. It's going to be with my lower score, 14.
Nice. Okay, so roll me a d10. I love that emote, Chris. Your
You
whole,
said roll a d10.
that whole one-shot crew are great. So good. A d10, please. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Pull you up and a d10. Cha-cha-cha-cha. 6.
6. Okay, nice. So yeah, you plummet 60 feet down and land exactly above Ignatius, Zakan and Hemeth. They're 70 feet down. So you're just 10 feet above
Yay.
them, and the spider. You're high, actually, roll me a d20.
D20. Shasha. I rolled a 13.
Okay, you land on the spider's back.
Get on the spider's back.
That's awesome. So I just like, okay, and then pivot, jump down, land on it, and go,
Yes.
okay, and then hand upon.
Could you please grab a handful of
hand.
spider tufts and then put one of the hand in the air and go yeehaw, please?
Yes, I can. Yeah!
It cuts out.
You wanted to make one of these creatures your own. Maybe this is it.
Yo, Mike.
Spare the dogs.
Arm that spider.
I would like to
Aim the
roll
spider.
animal handling. I would like to roll animal handling immediately.
That is a future issue. You can shout that at
Okay.
Zakan. You're like, don't kill it, don't kill it. Okay, Ignatius.
All right. Does this one have fairy fire on it?
It does not, I'm afraid. This is the
Okay,
dexterous
so I'm
one.
gonna go recklessly. Ah! First one is not good. Hey, okay, 24.
That'll hit.
And it is 13 points.
Ooh, fantastic. Okay, that is bloodied. Looking very bad. And anything else? Do you have an offhand attack? I suppose. Oh no,
No,
the
because I'm
axe
using
is-
two-handed, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Got a massive hits there. Now the spider's turn. The one down below is going to try and buck Corbin off. So it's going.
What do I roll to hold on?
Fucking Bronco spiders. As it does a. Oh, I got a natural 20, but you could still beat it. Give me a athletics or acrobatics.
All right, my acrobatics is better, so let's go with that. Okay. So 15 plus 4 is a 19, so I'm like
Okay, afraid
just
not. Yeah,
missing.
I got 22 and I got 20. Okay, so it's it just bucks wildly and spins around and throws you off into the webs to the side. Well, but that's all it can do on that turn. This one is going to go for Elora. as it tries to bite you.
Under there.
Only a 9. Misses.
Oh, can I do Sentinel then?
Oh, damn it. Yes.
That's a
I can
18.
promise you, dear players and dear viewers, I will never metagame. If only because I forget.
Yeah. So that is 9 points slashing damage.
All right, nice. That is very, very blooded. Awesome. Thank you, sir. All right, and that is Elora's turn. The finisher, as we like to call her.
Oh, I don't know. This one's pretty healthy.
Not anymore, it's not.
I'm gonna
It's very, very
try.
blooded. It's on its last legs. Even though it had so many to start with.
I use my short sword to begin with, and that's a 23.
Oof, that'll do it.
And that is 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage. Awesome. All right, thank you very much. So,
Bonus action. I
you
hit one more
you
time.
don't need to. Tell me what happens.
Okay. I think Laura is just going to like keep stabbing it again and again. All of its eyes are so done with these damn spiders and creatures coming
Yes.
from nowhere.
Okay, yes, and you just destroy
stabby.
this giant spider, and it is cut to pieces. Zakarn, Corbin, lying prone in the webs beside you, is pleading with you. What do you say, Corbin?
Wait, who's pleading with me?
You were trying to stop Zakarn from killing the spider, so you can try and attempt.
Oh, okay.
Attempt
Okay.
to,
Like, no, don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Please don't kill it. Just think about it. We could have one on our side. Also, it would look adorable with a bow. Don't think too much on that second part. Don't kill it. Don't kill it.
Zakarn, what do you
Like,
do?
I
Everything
think
deserves light.
The only
Except,
part
you know,
of
the ones I killed.
that Corbin can see is like, the glowing under the mask. So you just see the eyes turn
Squint.
and turn back to the spider, and they're going to slash at it with their spear.
Rude.
You're like, I'll feed it and walk it, and you're like, aw, man.
It's probably also worth noting that they are not sure if Corbin is joking or not. Not their strong suit. So that's a 14 to hit.
Just hits.
Oh, guys.
So 4 damage plus now that the fairy fire has done its job, they will mark this one as a favored foe for an additional 1d4. It's an extra 4, so that's 8
Nice.
damage total.
Okay. So you lash out with your spear and plunge it into the soft belly tissue of this big spider as it screams at you.
Skewer.
Okay. Thank you. Anything else?
Nope, they're gonna hold firm in front of Kenneth here.
Okay, no problem. And Corbin, what do you do?
No. They've named
Serious?
the spider and given it a backstory, okay? Is that a no? Does that mean I can't? Like, they're trying to. At this point,
What do you do?
we're still. I'm trying. I want to go anal handling. Like, for real, can I be like, hey, buddy? Touch on that druidness that
Okay, so
I'm
much
trying to.
as we've had Zakan here jump in front of Hemeth and shield him, then Corbin springs to their feet off the webs and jumps in front of the spider. And then we just
It's very funny.
as
You have to roll very high.
The
know.
image is like Zakan has their spear buried into it and is just staring at Corbin like, what, you were serious?
Yes, I was serious. Think about it. It could be really useful, and they could lead us, and we could use them to like. Oh,
You
just
have experience caring for these creatures.
now that
how hard could it be?
in a single round, that's Frozen goes. So you leap in front there, and Corbin, as you stand between the spider and Zakarn, you turn and look into its multiple eyes, and in a feeling very similar to when you trance and when you're meditating to replenish your ki, everything around you goes peaceful.
Ooh, it goes
And the sound of the battle above, and the chittering of spiders, and your friends shouting for help and trying to get back to each other below and stuff, all kind of zones out, and there's just you and this spider. And hang on, I can still do the sound.
The music right now.
Here you go. As it's hissing at you. And I need
Please. How to Train Your Dragon moment. Please,
animal
How to Train Your Dragon moment.
handling check. Anyone got enough dream pies to give it inspiration here? Daisy, how are you doing for dream pies? Do you have enough?
No, didn't Daisy go to sleep? I thought Daisy went to sleep.
Oh, yeah, Daisy. I think she was saying goodnight to someone else. Sorry,
Just
I
saying
thought she was.
goodbye to the
Okay.
spider.
Ah, I see.
Where's my things? Okay, animal handling. It's like, oh wait. Yup, here we go.
Hang on, let's see if anyone's got.
If we can get anything. Okay.
Patient is
Get your
200
companion.
short.
Oh,
Who's that against?
I'm just kidding. I can never use my point.
Look, I made a rule. No, in your own session. In other sessions, yes.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna
not
say,
in your
I was gonna say, can I get in there?
Does anyone?
all right.
Poor patient. Patient is 200 short. Does anyone have enough dream pies?
Thank you so much for your effort. I
Thank you, yes.
appreciate you so much.
Oh, it says
Is like
out
Seraph
of
nearby to assist? Does Seraph have a soft spot for spiders?
It should be okay. Daisy, if you click on your dream pie icon and then click on award inspiration, if you've got enough. How many dream pies do you have, Daisy? If you've got 1,000, then it's enough.
I'm reading through chat,
This
and
is- I'm sorry, I don't think there's a
pushing
limit.
up daisies, hoping Corbin gets a spider baby is perfect right now. I'm so happy.
Oh, they can raise it.
Don't feed my dreams.
The suspense. How many dream pies do we have? A phone glitch. Okay, Daisy, how many dream pies do you have? We can sort it later. 14,000. Okay. So
many, I think.
Yes. Thank you, Daisy, for joining us for all our streams. So yes, as you zone in on this creature and this peaceful scene just encompasses you and this creature, this natural being of the Underdark, a force of nature, a connection that you have recently felt to be developing and burgeoning as you are spending more time here. You get a whiff on the air. There is a kind of an acrid, kind of like strange scent in the air from these spiders, from the bodies, and a certain smell of kind of almost like decay from the remnants of meals in their mandibles. But another scent kind of floats through the space, a floral scent. And slowly drifting down, you see hundreds, probably around about 1,000 ethereal daisies floating through the space. And as they cascade over you, you can make an animal handling check with a fairly high DC with advantage.
Okay, all right. Everybody's about to come down so that you can see this.
Show me what you got.
Is it?
I got a 19 and a 14. The light is not
Yeah,
letting
it's
me
not
see
want to
this.
focus. The lighting's okay, the focus doesn't want to play.
There it is.
A 19. There you go. A
Yeah.
19 plus.
A 19
got
and then
what you
animal
got.
handling?
Oh yeah, for animate +1, so that's a dirty 20 and a 15.
Okay. The DC that I had
Probably 22.
in my head was 2-0. A 20, as the phrase goes, meets it, beats it. As this spider starts to hiss and clatter its mandibles at you, not in an aggressive way, but also almost a nurturing way, as it extends.
Corbin as its baby.
It extends a leg out to you and bows its head down.
That's the face they're making to Zarkon.
Lacan just like slowly pulls their spear back and like holsters it. Just kind of watching.
Oh, I missed everything. Like internet cut out.
Oh no, she got a dirty 20, which was exactly
She's been adopted by a spider.
Yes.
exactly what was needed.
great.
Now,
Laura's gonna hate it.
I didn't see who it was, but someone in chat's inflicted disadvantage.
That was me.
I know, I'm joking.
It was you.
Alora, like 50 feet up, is like, man, I hope I never see another spider again.
That was to follow me around everywhere.
And
No, you didn't.
as this scene
Leave
goes
it. Leave it here.
back out,
You know.
we are going to
How much
finish.
dark vision does Alora have?
Not enough to see down there, I don't think. We are going to, unfortunately, we are going to leave things there, and I'm going to revert to teacher mode, and I'm going to give you all homework.
Oh, okay.
I need each of you to think
I'm gonna type
of a
it in the
name.
chat.
And at the start of next session, everyone do join us as early as you can. At the start of next session, there will be a poll, and our dear viewers will choose which name is given to this giant spider. So each of you come up with one name, and then we will have
I'm so sorry.
a poll. Much as it, and Daisy should be on board for this because it was the same such poll that named her kitten. Our viewers named her kitten, and
You'd be like riding it through the tunnels.
she is a trickster cleric, and the chat voted for Trixie. So she has a kitten called Trixie from the chat.
That's amazing.
Wanna make it
Yeah,
clear,
Laura, you can
Ignatius
be the
doesn't
god
know.
mom.
I suggested at the moment, yes.
I
Ignatius,
know
you
what
do not
kind of
know yet.
name I'm going to be suggesting.
So that spider just looked like an enemy to me still. Just saying.
Trixie, little Trixie. I hope they're still giving.
Cannot name the spider enemy or squish it. Those are not allowed to be named.
Yes.
Rude to spiders.
But can I jump 80 feet down and kill it? I wonder.
No.
This is big splash.
The drama.
It's okay. You
Hey,
can't
guys,
see
you
it.
need some help?
Laura, they're in
Aaron's maybe
danger.
close enough to see it.
Don't worry, Buns. He can't see it. He
Okay,
can't see
okay,
it. He's too far away. Even with his shiny axe.
He has
he
no
can't
idea
see
what's
it.
going on there.
Yep. And he's just he's like,
Pitch
are
black.
you okay? And Corbin's like, oh, we are so okay.
We're so okay.
Okay, so we will come back and jump in to this next time. Now, let me just quickly sort one thing here. I'm quickly doing something here, just on the fly. If I can do this and this and this, boop. And then if I do this, that should be no problem. Yes, okay, and get rid of this. Now, everyone, as I said, please, Family Fantasy RPG, welcome on in. It's a pleasure to have you here. We are unfortunately just wrapping up here, but I have some exciting news, so do stick around and give this a listen. Now, this evening, over here, Thursday morning in North America, we will be starting our Curse of Strahd game, but it is a special one because it is the first of many that are sponsored by the wonderful CZRPG, and we will be giving away boop, a copy of Encounters in Ravenloft, their brand new supplement for Ravenloft, released today and they will be giving away one copy to one of you lucky people that are watching. So do join us later. There'll be full details on how that's going to work in the session itself. But if you have the chance on Thursday, have a look at the socials or the schedule to see the timing in your time zone. And we will be jumping into Barovia and giving away our first CZRPG of many supplements. This lauded, popular DM's Guild bestseller has agreed to sponsor us for the fortnight, the 2 weeks leading up to our anniversary next month. And we will be giving away modules related to our various games each and every session. So during the next 2 weeks, if you can, please join us. Give us a follow if you can, so that you can be alerted when those streams get going and you can enjoy all of the goodness. So, as it says right there, embrace the dark. Thank you. Thank you, Family Fantasy. Do join us again later for the chance to win Encounters in Ravenloft, this brand new CZRPG supplement. Lots and lots of great encounters to be had in all of those terrible, terrible realms of dread. Now, let us get rid of this again. Boop, so we can see all of our lovely players. Bling. Excuse the computer sound effects, everyone. Now, as I said, that is later on. We'll be in Barovia for Curse of Strahd. Then tomorrow we have our Descent into Avernus game. Then Friday evening in the North Americas, and Saturday morning over this end of things. Chris.
Oh, you're talking to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we have our modern D&D 5e Planescape campaign going on right now. Not Spelljammer yet.
But maybe in the works. There is a shout out there in the chat. If you want to give them a follow, do so. It has lots and lots of cool things. Not only their modern setting D&D. What else do you have on your slate there, sir?
Well, Tuesdays we're kind of having some crazy one-shots going on. Those are pretty fun. Next week we have a new system, actually, not D&D.
Oh, cool.
And on Wednesdays now, Tuesday nights in the States, I guess, we're going to be doing a Twitch plays with Strahd. So
Curse of Strahd plays various different games?
Nope, just chat will create and play a character with Strahd and see what happens. That's it.
Nice.
Just some crazy vibes. And
excellent.
I don't know what's going to happen.
And I believe Sylvie has a rather special guest soon.
She does. She, on Sunday night here and Sunday morning in the States, she's going to be hanging out with Joe from the Fourth Culture. Super cool. They're going to be doing a pajama party and talking about TTRPG and playing games themselves.
Yes.
Good chat.
Joe is an amazing player. She is the bard in the games over on the Fourth Culture, and her ability to make up songs on the fly is incredible.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got so much energy. Such a wonderful person. Kitty cat. And sorry. And yes, do tune into that on Sunday and see the wonderful Joe talking with the equally wonderful Sylvie as well. Then we're into next week. On Tuesday, we will be up in Icewind Dale for Rime of the Frost Maiden. How will the group react as they are attacked by an ice elemental from the Nine Hells itself, down in the catacombs of a castle in Caer de Naval? Then we'll be all the way back round to the Underdark. But there is one more thing. As I said before, on Saturday, we have a very special one-shot roulette game, randomly generated characters playing through a randomly generated on-the-spot storyline in a randomly generated location, with amazing guests, including Dead Aussie Gamer, the lovely Hope from Hope for TTRPGs, Patch from Quest Junkies UK, Vicky, the social media manager for Sirenscape, and our own Emma, as they will be dealing with whatever the dice have to throw at them. So please come on by and enjoy that. It is going to be
so much fun to watch. Can't wait.
Fantastic session. Thank you. Yes, that's going to be at 10 p.m. Japanese time, so that'll be 9 a.m. Eastern time in the States, and all the bits in between. So go on over and check that out if you have the chance. Again, of course, all sponsored by the wonderful CZRPG, so there will be opportunities to win modules of their creation in all of those streams. Stick around for the end screen as we are about to jump on over there, because that has all of the details about that Saturday stream, and you can enjoy that along with the epic music as we play you out. And stick around for a little bit after that as we will go on raiding and see who is knocking around on the interwebs at the moment. Now, a massive thank you to my players, as always. Wonderful stuff. And we shall continue with our new pet giant spider, name to be determined. Don't forget, okay, I need a name from each of you. Please make it a name that you are happy to continue using for the remainder of this campaign, hopefully.
Wishy. I like it.
And we shall deal with that and all of the fun of choosing a name and naming our new little friend as we come back to the Underdark next week. So, thank you very much, everybody. But until next time, let us head on out. And as we like to say around these parts, Matane. Thank you.